So welcome back. So in this video, let's learn about list comprehension in Python. So what's a list comprehension? A list comprehension is nothing but list comprehension offers shorter syntax when we want to create a new list based on the value of an existing list. So let's say we have a list, let's say my list, and we have a number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have a list of number ranging from 1 to 10. We'll write a code to find the odd number here. Then we'll say for number in my list. And here what we'll say? We'll say if number %2 is equal to 0, then we'll say odd dot append. We'll add to the odd number. So what we'll add the number. Okay, so we'll do this way, and we can write print, and we'll print the odd number. Let's have some label odd numbers, and we'll say odd. Okay, so let's run this code and see the output. So we get odd number is, or it should be not equal to, because we are finding the odd number. Oh, my mistake, silly mistake. So it's okay. Let's run this code again, and we should see odd number is 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So here what we have done is we have created a new list of odd, and we are looping through the numbers to the list, and if the number is an odd number, then we are appending it to the new list. Okay, so but we have a shorter way of writing this. Okay, so how can we write? Let's say we have odd shorter, but we can say we can use list comprehension. So how is the list comprehension? We can say x, like let's write the same code. So we have here 4 numbers in my list. We can say number, let's write the same code, 4 number in my list. So this is the loop, this is the iteration, and we have an expression here. So we can say number. Okay, so this is the expression, this is the iteration. Like we have their iteration first. Okay, and then we, from each iteration, we are getting this expression. So here this is equivalent to this. Okay, and here we have this expression number, so we're extracting this number out here. Okay, and then we can have another condition here. If number %2 not equal to 0. Okay, so if you see this code, we can see that we have an expression, we have this iteration, and then we have a condition. So we have all these things in the same line. Okay, so let's run the code again. Let's say odd numbers, and let's say here odd shorter, and let's say here shorter. And if we run this code again, we should see the same output, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So we have this, like we, in this case, we're having in one, like we created a list, and then we loop through the numbers, and then based on the condition, we append the number to the list. So here, when should we, like, what is list iteration? So list iteration is basically when we want to have a new list based on the other list. So here we want to have a new list, odd shorter, which will have a list of odd numbers in it. Correct? So in that case, we are having this list comprehension. Also, we can have a function. Let's say def is odd. So it's a function. It will take a number, and it will return if the number is odd. So let me just copy number. So this is a condition. Here I can say num. So I have a function. It's odd. So based on the number input, it will return if the number is odd or even. Okay, so let me comment this print statement, and let's have a new comprehension here. Let's say let's directly use print list comprehension using function. So we'll be using the function in condition. Okay, I think we can use a variable here. Let's say a equal to, so what we can say, in order to use a list comprehension, we should have this square bracket. So here, what I want to do is, I will have a number. I'll loop through the number num for num in my list. Okay, so we have this number now. So if I just do this one, it's like having the same copy of the list. So if I run this code, you will see I still have the list which was equivalent to my list. Okay, so now I can have some condition. I can say if is odd, and I can pass the num here. And let's run this code again. So you see, we are getting the number if it is odd. So we are only adding this number in the list if this condition matches. Correct? Also, we can have the same, let's say this time, let's say b. We can use a lambda function here. So how can we use the lambda function here? We can say if lambda, what does the lambda takes? It will take a x %2 not equal to 0. So this is our lambda. So I need to wrap this lambda inside a round bracket, and then I need to call this lambda. Okay, so let's run this code again. Sorry, so I need to pass this number here. So that's a mistake I've done. And let's say this. We can use this list comprehension in multiple ways. Right? We can use it without in condition. We can use it with a condition. We can use it we can pass a function there. We can use a lambda. So this list comprehension is very vital in Python programming. So always remember, list comprehension offers a shorter syntax when you want to create a new list based on the values of the existing list. We'll be using this list comprehension based on the iterator, which is list in this case. So here we have learned how to loop through this number using our for loop, and also we have learned how to use a shorter like list comprehension. So we learned by passing a function. We also learned by using this lambda. So I think this is it from this session. Hope to see you in another section.